Hi there, it's Anita Haynes with Stamp with Anita. Hope you ladies are doing great this afternoon. I'm hopping on real quick, share another card with you using the Friends for Life. It's Full of Life Suite, but Friends for Life stamp set. If you hop on, give me some hearts, some likes, let me know you're here. And again, I wanted to show you a really quick and simple card with this with a bundle, actually. I was inspired by a card I saw by one of our Stampin' Up! Artisans from Canada. I think what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and try to switch you. Go ahead and get started so I can show what I'm going to do. I have a scrap. I'm going to show a technique here. This is just a scrap piece of our Whisper White, and I've got some ink colors. Again, I was inspired by a card I saw, and I'm just using the same things that she did. So it's going to be pumpkin pie, crushed curry. See if I can do this without getting ink on me. Petal pink and flirty flamingo. There we go. Now I'm going to use, I'm going to use, sorry, the connection keeps going in and out, blending brushes. And I'm just going to start with like the lightest, which is going to be this petal. I'm going to brush it on here, and I'm going to brush some of this off. The petal pink, I probably don't need to as much, but I'm going to burnish it on here. Looks like I might have some spots on my paper there. But over here to this flirty flamingo, which is a lot more potent of an ink. I'm going to burnish this. I'm just swirling it. Looks like I've already got ink on my fingers, ladies. Oh. All right, and then I'm crushed curry. That one's pretty strong, so let's blend that in. And then with this pumpkin pie, I'm going to, let's go back. I'm going to blend some of these a little bit more. Maybe add some of this. All right, you get the idea. So I'm just burnished that cardstock. And then what I was going to do is I'm going to take the dies, these heart dies. I'm going to lay these on here. Actually, there's enough room. I could probably do a number of them. And I like to nestle these together. Usually I like to put a Post-it note on there and then run that through our Stampin' Cut emboss machine. So, through the magic of TV, I've already done that. Let me pull this out. It's stuck because I've already got adhesive on the back of it. I've got here we go. And I went ahead and left some of those negative spots. Instead of punching them out, I left them in there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and close these ladies because, well, you know, I will definitely end up with inky fingers. I guess that's how I'm doing something. This piece back, I'll set these aside. The other thing I did is I took, and just to save time, I took this and ran it through on pumpkin pie. And I took this, which is like the outline, and ran it through those pieces. I've got a piece of thick with basic white cardstock, and it's cut to 5.5 by 8.5, and then I scored it at 4 1/4, fold it in half. And then I ran this piece right here, and this is, I cut this one 4 3/4 by 3.5. That I'm going to layer onto here. So white on white, but look at these yummy swirls on here. I love this. And let me show you this folder. Oh my goodness. This folder it's so big. For example, this is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And look at that. It literally will cover half of that sheet, more than half of that sheet. So that's really cool. You could literally cut this in half and run, well, let's see, this is my card. I could run a whole sheet of that, so I would have those swirls on the front and the back of a card if you wanted to. And it's great to have these big folders too if you want to add some interest to scrapbook pages. So for this, I got my card folded in half, and then this swirls I'm going to pop up on here. I think I want it to go that way. Let me grab some dimensionals somewhere here. Here we go. I've got some dimensionals. I'm going to attach these to the back. The easiest way to do these, if you put them down and then just like pinch them in the middle, it pops up the ends. White, just in case you're looking for, I'm going to put a lot on here, probably more than I normally do, because since I'm doing white on white, I really want this to separate itself from the white back. There we go. That's a lot, but, and then let's go ahead and put that on there. Okay, so see how it's just really popped up from there? So I've got that, and then let's go back to my heart. I've already got some adhesive on the back here, so I'm just going to position it probably, let me see. Yeah, probably about right there. I don't want it really centered. Got it positioned there, and then I'm going to take my friend, and I should have put this in a sticker sheet, which I didn't again. So let's do, I'm just going to do, oops, the multi-purpose liquid glue. Put my readers on so I can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to attach a little bit of this glue, just little spots of it. I just got those sticker sheets in that you can, they're the adhesive sheets. And I have done that, but I just totally forgot to do it when I cut this one out. Just trying to make it a quick card. So that is going to get assembled onto this layered friend. I'm going to pop that out of there. Okay. And I'm going to end up with sticky fingers. That's all right. Sticky, inky fingers. Right, ladies? All right. And that's going to layer right on there. Sometimes the liquid glue is kind of nice though, because you can kind of move it around a little bit and get it right. There you go. And I'm missing my little dot, but you know what? I keep a little Post-it note, so when I cut that out, I stuck it right there so I wouldn't lose it. I'm proud of myself that I didn't lose it. So I'm going to stick that there. And let's see what I can do. I think I'm going to use my pick tool to grab that off of there. There we go. And stick that little dot of the eye on there. Voila. So there we go. There's my friend on there. And then for this, I'm actually going to use the little mini dimensionals because they work perfectly for the back of this. They've got enough little white space there to put the dimensionals on. If you didn't have them, you could use just the regular dimensionals and trim them. But I do love these little minis. Well, now I have two different size little backings all over the place. All right, so then I'm going to take my card, and I think we're just going to position this right here. Like that. How's that? And then I have a stamp that I was going to use out of the set. Again, the stamp set. This is this. So there's lots of kinds of things. I could say, thank you, friend. Excited for you, friend. Love you, friend. Miss you. I'm going to go with miss lots of friends. I'm actually going to get to hang out with some of my friends next weekend. We've been doing a yearly getaway, and I'm so excited. So I've just got a scrap piece of white cardstock, and then I'm going to go ahead and take it and trim it down even smaller. Oops. Probably cut that a little crooked, didn't I? And again, I'm going to take Better get that out of there. There we go. I'm going to shut this and put it aside. Dimensionals to pop. Okay. So miss you, friend. I think we're just going to pop it right here. Miss you, friend. How cute is that? I told you, quick and simple. And then I'm going to use a couple different. We have these that go with that suite. These are those iridescent faceted gems, which I've shared on here. I love these. They're sparkly, but they're very lightweight and they're very low profile, so they don't take up too much bulk. And then I've got these, which are the 2024-2026. These are resin dots, and these are great too because they're self-adhesive. So I'm going to just take, I think, just the pink. Let's see. Let's put one here. Oh, did I just get ink on there? I did, didn't I? See that? I might try to. Let me show you a little trick. I'm going to pull that off. How did I do that? I've got ink all over me, ladies. Let me get a tissue here. All right. This is one of our old sanding blocks, but you could use an emery board, little sandpaper, and I'm going to try to sand that ink off a little bit. It's not perfect. If I had a little emery board or a newer one of these, we don't carry these anymore, but you can get little sanding blocks. Okay, but I'm gonna just stick that dot there. Fixed. We're gonna call it good. Okay, we're gonna put another one. Let's put it over here, and then I'm off the. Let's add one. Let's see. Oops. We'll add another one down here, just to add some sparkle, and I don't know, just there. How's miss you, friend? Cute, simple. I could think of a number of friends I could send this to. So let me turn the camera around again real quick. Have it. Let me put this back up here again. See that dimension on there? It just looks so cool in person. So cute, fun, quick little card that I just wanted to share with you.